Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Connected Self. My name is Youve, and what I love to talk about mostly is how to feel connected to this larger source energy that we are surrounded with, that we are a part of in our everyday lives. I like to talk about anything related to how people manifest things, law of attraction, and just being connected to your true self and rising above all of the daily dramas and ideas that even your mind creates, and then the stuff that you run into when you're out and about and living your life. So I came up with a list of 5 things that might be the reason why law of attraction isn't working for you. And I left it. And I have it. So I was up late last night and I thought about this and I was like, so many people on the bottom of my, or underneath my videos, or either on Facebook, they comment and say, law of attraction doesn't work for me, blah, blah, blah. And I like people to remember that law of attraction is always working. It's always doing its thing. It's just that you may not be seeing specific results as you would expect to see it, depending on what you're trying to manifest. So I'll say that again. You may not be seeing specific results depending on how you think your manifestation should look. And we all know that you can be far, far off on how something is manifested in your life, right? You can be looking in one direction and then the manifestation in a whole different form hits you upside the head from another direction. That's how it normally happens, but yet we still try to see signs and things. So if you're one of those people that's feeling like, oh, law of attraction isn't working for me. So these are 5 reasons why you might be saying it, or why this may be playing out that way in your life. The first one is you don't really believe that you deserve whatever it is that you are trying to receive. So it's a common thing because you're trying to move yourself to a new level. You're trying to get bold and creative and think of big ideas and interesting things that you want to experience in this lifetime. And sometimes we just throwing things out there, throwing everything against the wall and see what sticks, right? And so you have to remember that the depth of your belief and your feelings towards your manifestation is always accurate. So it doesn't matter how many vision boards you put up, how many people you yell to the rooftops that you want this thing, or you should have this thing, or you desire this thing. If at your core you are not truly a believer that you should have this thing that you want in your life, 9 times out of 10 you will not see it. And you'll think, oh, law of attraction isn't working. It's working exactly, precisely fine. Number 2, many times people are surrounded by too many naysayers. So even if you believe deeply about something and you feel like this is my life, this is what I'm going to have. You know, think about something that's big that you want, something that you can't just go out there and get. I know a lot of these, okay, they're always about money a lot of times. A lot of times it's about health. A lot of times it's about relationships, or specific relationships, husbands or wives or soulmates of some sort, trying to manifest them in their lives, right? But the problem is, even when you believe deeply about a specific idea that you have for yourself, if you are surrounded by too many people that make you feel like that idea is not smart, that make you feel like that idea is way off somewhere, that it's not even something you can accomplish, that is not even worth looking into, then you may start to lose that sense of believing it, because you're not around enough people that believe in you and believe in your ideas, and that believe in law of attraction, and that believe in manifestation, and that believe in being connected to the true self. So you find that the naysayers start to take over your mind, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is you haven't noticed, and it's already there. This one's so funny to me, right? So because you have a specific way that you like to see a manifestation, not you, but anybody in general, we have this idea how we want to see them, right? Like someone can say, well, I want to meet a new husband, you know, so I'm going to go sign up for the gym membership, and I think my husband's in there. So I'm going to dress nice and look nice every day and go to the gym and then take care of my body too. I'm going to do all these things, and I'm going to find my husband in that gym. Okay. Say that you want a husband, but he's at your job, right? And because you're so busy thinking about getting to that gym to find that husband, you go to work and you're completely turned off, and you don't have any energy or attention for the people around you. So it comes to find out that the person that you're looking for is right underneath your nose, sitting in the workspace, but you are bent on them being at the gym. Does that make sense? Sometimes you already have things that are right underneath your nose. It's like if you're broke or something and you're looking for money in your house, or you're looking for money from other people and everybody's like, oh, I can't loan you anything. I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, or whatever people do, right? And then it's like you go, oh, this is so depressing. And then so you just like, okay, I guess I'll just have a piece of cake. So you go in your drawer and pull out a knife to cut the cake with, and then you notice there's an envelope with a $100 bill in it you forgot was there that you were saving for some other bill a long time ago. It's similar to that concept. You haven't noticed that the manifestation that you're looking for, the thing you need, it's already in your vicinity, but you're too busy looking for it from another perspective, right? Or you just don't think that it's what you want and you're just not really sure. Number 4 is you're bothered that you haven't received it yet, your mood. So we all know law of attraction works off of how you feel. How good do you feel about these things that you're bringing into your life? How good do you feel about the people around you? How good do you feel about your career, your money, your relationships, your children, your travel, your existence, your personal peace? How good do you feel about these things? And then that translates to more of all those good things coming to you. So if you're sitting around bitter about the fact that you don't have something, and all you can think of is the fact that I don't have it, and so this is tragic, and now I'm sad, or I'm depressed, or I have anxiety about it, that's further and further to push away. And this was so funny. Even if you have experienced something in its true state, think about a job or something like that that you've always wanted. This happened to me many years ago. I'll say many. It was 2009, so I guess 10 years ago. I'm getting old. So 10 years ago, I was working this position, and in my mind, I was thinking that it wasn't the position that I was working towards, that it wasn't the one that I wanted, the ultimate position. But I didn't have any in-between ideas, like maybe it's a stair step into something that's going to be great, right? So my attitude about the position was kind of negative every day. And now that I look back, I can clearly see it in hindsight that I was not celebrating the opportunities the way that I celebrate all opportunities now. So the fact that that was the case, it really put me in a negative space. And so even though I had the attention and the financial kickbacks and the position, the prestige and what I was doing, because I was in a negative mood about it and a bad attitude about it, law of attraction slowly started to strip away what I had already manifested in that direction. So I was like, okay, well, law of attraction is whack, because I asked for this thing, then it gave me something subpar, this job I don't really like that much, and then I'm supposed to be happy about that so I can attract more of what I don't want? No, no, no. So you can be grateful for the stair step, because you can't go from this step to that step. There are levels in between, right? You can be grateful for that stair step and then open for the next opportunity. So stay in a positive, happy, open mood. That's always, always a winner. And the last one, my 5th one, is it's an old desire. You've outgrown it. I am a big person on this because I have a vision board. I had a vision board that I carried with me. I had it for around 8 years, right? I mean, and I must have dragged that thing everywhere I lived, everywhere I went. I put it from room to room. It always had a different spot. But it was the first vision board that I actually made when I actually believed that I could create the life that I wanted to see for myself. Or either get really close to it. I didn't want it to be random and off default and just be like, la, 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 la. I'll do anything, you know, but I'm still loose in that way, like I let go. But at the same time, I do focus my attention on positive things that tend to just make me happy from the inside. And I can't really explain why it makes me feel good, but I know that it's something that I enjoy having in my life, right? So I think about that vision board, and I always think about the desires on it. Some of the things were so outgrown that a part of me still didn't want to take it off. Like a part of me was just like, oh, you remember how bad you wanted that thing? But do you still want it? Do you still want it that bad? So I would convince myself, yes, you still want this thing really, really bad. Keep it on a vision board. Put it in a bunch of different colors. But knowing deep down inside, the attention or the interest in that particular object or item was waning. And I didn't want to let it go because I was feeling like, oh, am I giving up on a desire because it's not coming? Or am I letting go of a desire because it's no longer suits me or sits in my life or fits in my life? So you have to keep that in mind. Is it an old desire or something that you've outgrown? It's easy to believe that you are not working with law of attraction if that is the case, because you're just off the path. You're in the wrong direction. You don't want it anymore, and it's okay not to want it. And a lot of times that's for a lot of people, it's a weird thing. I hang around a lot of women sometimes, especially single women, women that are married in all sorts of situations, workplace, women's group, all kinds of environments. And something that I find that evolved women kind of stop asking for over time is like a perfect husband, like somebody to come rescue them in a sense. And like, I'm not saying that looking for a mate or wanting to have a soulmate is not a positive thing, but the way you want it in your life may have changed, and that's okay. Because if you're like me, you're 40, or you know, you just stepped out of those 30s like 20 days ago, and you're not in the mode where you're like building a new family and all that. That's not where you're at. That's not something. So you're not going to be like a 25-year-old looking for a mate or a soulmate. You're going to be like a 40-year-old. It's going to be very different in the way that you approach it, and it's okay to rip those old things off the vision board that you've outgrown to be replaced by things that you've grown into, because your desires will change and expand, and your manifestations will too. So I hope you like my 5 reasons why law of attraction isn't working for you, or why you think law of attraction isn't working for you. And that's 1, you don't really believe. 2, you're surrounded by too many naysayers. 3, you haven't noticed and it is already there. 4, you're bothered, you're in a negative mood, and you're pushing everything away. And 5, your old desires, it's outgrown. So I hope you've enjoyed this message today about law of attraction. Maybe you can improve the way that you are creating a relationship with the universe. It's more symbiotic and it's more synchronized. You notice the synchronicities. It's easy. It's peaceful. Sometimes I have so much peace, I'm just like, ooh, what do I do today? And, you know, the mind wants to, let's wreck this peace. Let's get some work done. Let's do some. Sometimes I'm like, no, I just want to hold on to this peace today. Is that okay? That's fine. So if you're wondering why law of attraction isn't bringing you everything that you want, and it's not, does it even look like it's on its way, just remember that it's co-creating. It's something that you have to do too, and then the universe is doing some too. And keep doing your part, and then the rest of it will play out perfectly. So thank you for watching my YouTube channel, The Connected Self. And I'm Jamila, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful New Year.